Welcome back to Buzz on Business, sponsored by the Northern Medina County Chamber Alliance. I'm Mark Preby. And with us now is David Corrado from the Medina County Fiber Network. Dave, thanks for being here.
Good morning, Mark. It's a pleasure being here with you.
So I'm curious about the fiber network because there are a lot of different carriers and different companies out there. And in some ways, the fiber network is simple to explain, but in other ways, it's kind of complex. So can you just tell us an overview about what the Medina County Fiber Network is all about?
Yeah, sure. You know, I like to use the example of a railroad track. Okay. So previously in telecommunications, a carrier would bring in internet voice services. They would sell it under their name. They purchase the internet from one of the bigger carriers, and it's sort of very proprietary.
Okay.
They have a few offerings, and then you have to sort of take your business and form it to their offerings.
Okay.
So we said 20 years ago, what if we were to build the fiber network around the county and allow other carriers to use it? So we laid the railroad track. And we then went out to speak with other carriers and asked them if we could sell their internet, their voice, their data center services, and brought them into the county. So when I started about 18 years ago in this project, Medina County had about 3 carriers to pick from a business perspective.
Okay.
Today we have 18.
Gotcha.
And we have seen, because of that, the competition pushing prices down. So just think of us,
which is good for the consumer, right? Yeah.
It's good for all the businesses. They have a choice.
Yeah.
Some carriers are better at voice, others are better at internet. And oh, by the way, you don't have to pick just one carrier. On our network, you can pick one carrier for voice, one carrier for internet, and one carrier if you want to co-locate in the data center. Each one will use what they are best at to make your company better.
So the fiber network, you use the analogy like a railroad track. It is I think it's a loop that goes throughout the county. Yeah. Is there redundancy there? How does that work?
Yeah, it's actually built in 3 loops.
Okay.
It does transverse the entire county and parts of Summit County and Cuyahoga County.
Okay.
But it is completely closed loop, which means it's the only redundant network in Medina County. So if there is a backbone break, you do not lose your service. It reroutes itself, because think of a circle. You can break it in one area, it can go the other way.
Yes.
And anything that we build through industrial parks, et cetera, are built with that same architecture.
Well, I'm just speaking for my business. If you lose internet, you're shut down. I mean, there's really not a lot you can do. We're also dependent on having that access for everything. So open source, I guess, is a way to say it. Open network.
It is, and the nice thing is you don't have to take your business and pigeonhole it into what is offered by the carrier. We come out to you, we do a free consultative approach, we learn your business, which is the most fun I have in this job, is meeting the customers and the people in the county. And then we create a solution around your business. If you need 135 meg, why pay for a 250 just because a carrier offers a 100 and a 250? We'll make you a solution for 135 meg. So you pay for what you need.
You can make that recommendation of how much bandwidth we actually...
Because
you say 125 meg to me, and I'm like, is that a lot? Is that a little? I don't know.
Yeah, it basically means today 100 meg is a good starting point for a medium-sized to larger company. We do handle commercial only.
Okay.
And we do play in the space of the medium to large company. We have partner carriers that focus on small business or residential, but we ourselves do not play in that space.
You are primarily a business provider, business network.
We are a business provider, yes, correct.
Yeah, because there's a lot of different carriers and a lot of different things out there, and sometimes it gets confusing.
We created a monster by bringing in so many different carriers and choices. That's why it's best just to give me a call, and I'll come out, no charge, like to say hello to you, and I'll work through it with you. And we stay with you not only through the installation, but even if you're utilizing one of our carriers, you can contact myself or our network operation at any time, and we will be there to help you.
One thing I wanted to make sure we mention before we run out of time is the referral program. So it's a $1,000 referral program. So tell us what that's all about.
So we wanted to make sure that this project was a true community project. So we offer a $1,000 one-time check in month 4 if a customer signs a contract with us and you provided the referral. And the referral can be as easy as an email to me that says, hey, Dave, here's my friend Tom. Tom, we use Medina County Fiber. You might want to talk to Dave. And we will take it from there. We will give you a registration number. And then we will monitor that. And then if Tom signs a contract with us in the 4th month of his contract, we'll write you a check. Because we wanted to make sure that any business or any resident in Medina County had the option of participating in this project.
Excellent. Well, thank you. If people want to learn more about the fiber network, where could they go?
Well, there's MedinaCountyFiberNetwork.com. Or you can always call in to, a lot of people don't do this, but I will give you my cell number, 216-832-7059. I hate to miss an opportunity.
All right, Dave Corrado from the Medina County Fiber Network, thank you for being here, and we'll be right back.